this is just shapes and beats, but this is my version. It's called just geometry and music. So I've been wanting to play this game for such a long time, and I still can't afford it. So I decided if I can't buy it, I can probably make it. So if you put the two together, and yeah, I made my own just shapes and beats. So as you know, the game is mainly made up of just shapes and beats. And good thing I can make shapes. In the actual game, you are a little blue cube that can roam around freely. So I made a little blue square and started coding. So right now, everything is looking plain, just like me. So I added some particles. I wanted to get the graphics finished before moving on, but it took me hours to get it right. It still doesn't look too right, but who cares. So you know how the square in just shapes, okay, I'm just gonna call it JSAB now. The shape stretches when it moves. Well, I tried my best to imitate that, but I still couldn't get a solution. It was until I had this 1000 IQ idea. I turned my square into a cube. It worked perfectly well, and it looks like it's stretching. Now, JSAB has this cool move where you can boost yourself forward. It's essential to beating the levels, such as these. This also took me a long time to make, lots of suffering, so please subscribe and like, it will make my pain go away. By the way, this video took me like 4 months, and at hour 10 or whatever, I got something working. Next up, I had to make some levels. I started off with the tutorial, you know, the first levels of JSAB. I used Unity's animation system to get the levels working. There's no way to perfectly loop the animation, so I had to code my own looping system. Here's how it looks like. So in my version of the game, you only have one life. Once you get hit, you die. If you aren't a pro gamer like me, you wouldn't be able to beat the game. Okay, I was too lazy to implement the damage system from the actual game. JSAB has this portal that ends the current song, so I actually had no idea how to recreate it, but I did figure out something, and it seems pretty legit. Here's how it looks like. For the second part, I had a lot of trouble syncing the blast. It can really get offbeat, but I didn't really fix it, I don't know why. Instead, I added 2 extra obstacles so it fills in the offbeat blasts. 2000 IQ! So JSAB has this really smooth transition between the tutorial scenes. I'm not too sure if it's the only tutorial scenes, because again, I haven't played the actual game yet. Shameless plug time, please subscribe so I can afford just shapes and beats. So yeah, here's my really bad recreation of the transition. Now, I continue to make more parts of the tutorial level, so here are all of them spliced up. I was having way too much fun building these levels, so I decided to mess around and I made this monstrosity. So far, I have only been showing gameplay, so here's how I made the assets. I used paint.net for the assets, for drawing the art. First, I have my reference. So in this case, I wanted to make the circle expand thingy. So I take a picture from Google Images and I try my best to transform it to the reference. So what I did here was I basically made this dotted circle border into a pink color. And it's pretty simple, yeah, but assets like the portal was so much more difficult to make. For the music and sound effects, I just took the samples from them in videos. Each part in the tutorial took a very long time to make, especially the ones with precise timings and complex animations. I had this weird bug where I could become invincible when I dash and hold, and the only way to fix it was to change my whole damage system. Yes, that meant I had to go through every single one of my obstacle objects and change them one by one. Pain, absolute pain. Since this game is still my recreation of JSAB, I still wanted it to look good, so I tried my best making this level selector page. It looks nice, doesn't it? Just shapes and beats? Nah, just geometry and music. This is my menu screen. Pretty neat by my standards. Oh, what's this level? Secret? For all this time, I had been using the animation system, so I realized animations aren't the best way to make shapes move. So I replaced animations with code. The main reason why I changed the code is because I had more flexibility with it and looping was really bad with animation. Pretty sure the actual game does that too. I made a posing script. It helps me scale objects to the music, and I also made other stuff, but yeah, too much footage. This is the last song I'm working on, called Y-Files. For this level, I wanted to introduce the boss, or whatever it's called. Here is Boost. I did some testing and I discovered there was a polygon collider. What? Anyways, I implemented a screen shake and used it when the boost smashes the borders of the screen. Neat stuff. I found the song on YouTube audio library and decided to use it because of copyright. Speaking of copyright, I decided to make this boss kawaii. This was a mistake. Well, here's the final product. Yeah, I totally beat that. So overall, this was a super fun project to make, and I learned a lot from it. Well, rhythm games are my thing. I can't get the music things right, plus frame rate breaks levels, which defeats the purpose of a rhythm game. So I'm gonna go work on my dream game. Shh, might be the next video. Shoutouts to Berzerk Studios. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, download link might be in the description. And